Excuse me, sir. What was the first social media platform? I don't know. I see. You know, I could have kissed that person I was just talking to right there, but I didn't, okay? I didn't. What was the first social media platform ever? Well, if we go and search it up, it says it's 6degrees.com. It's way more than 6 degrees outside. I wish it were 6 degrees, dude, but what was 6 degrees? Let's take a look at it. It still exists to this day. It looks very 1997. Because that's when it said it was founded. Like, it looks very old internet style. And basically, from what I can see, 6 degrees was sort of like MSN, I guess, or Skype or something like that. Think Skype, but a crappy version because it's 1997, you know? That's what it looks like to me from these screenshots. It was just a place where people could message each other, like Google Hangouts. They could just talk. 6 degrees did get deleted for a while, but then came back, and I don't know if anyone uses it because I've never heard of it until I researched for this video. So 6 degrees is just a platform. Look at those old yellow buttons. I guess that's where they got the subscribe button from, bro. Oh my gosh. But I also don't think that's 6 degrees anymore because it says Yahoo. So I don't know. Okay, it was basically like my Lego network, okay? Pretty much, but just not Lego. Anyway, the second ever social media platform was called Are You Hot or Not? So what would happen if you go to amihotornot.com? Basically, you would post a picture of yourself and then people would rate you and see if you're hot. It's pretty much like a Reddit subreddit, specifically a subreddit for doing that. That's pretty much what that website used to be. Now, if we go to amihotornot.com, it takes us to ChatDate. So I guess it's just a dating website now. So that's what it became. All right, I guess it makes sense, you know? YouTube sort of started out as a dating website. A lot of weird things. Facebook has dating now. Did you know that? I saw that and I was like, who the heck would use this? Anyway, the next social media platform is called Friendster. Friendster is, you can pretty much describe it as Twitter. Twitter, but with more images, I guess. So kind of Instagram, kind of Twitter. Pretty much the YouTube community page is what Friendster was. All right. It was launched in 2002, and you can make new friends by having friends of friends of friends. Like, you know how Facebook does. That's how you get friends on Facebook, right? You have friends of friends. You could post status updates and people would be like, whoa, that's cool. And you can make friends that way. But then it died because it's not a good business model, even though Twitter does it super successfully. Anyway, the next platform we're gonna cover is MySpace. This one you always hear about, but you never know what the heck it is because I've never used MySpace ever in my life. Like, I was just too young for it. It was created in 2003, so I was a little baby. I didn't know what the heck was going on, so MySpace has everything on it, okay? This is what people use all the time. If you watch, like, TV shows from that time, you would see people talk about MySpace. It was just a huge hit platform, and I find that it's really cool. I'm finally touching on it on this channel. Finally, MySpace gets it. So just from the old layout, you could see how bad of a platform it was. That's just the old style, though. You got plain text, no borders, Tom, 30 years old, from California. Like, it's pretty interesting. And there's the blog stuff. That's what everyone was doing back in the day. Blog. Post a thing to your blog. Everyone was just all about blogging because blogging was actually the huge buzzword of the decade, I think. Now, for example, the buzzword's always, it's either stories or it's metaverse. Even though that's totally not the buzzword, people just hate it and meme on it, stupid Facebook. Or there's blockchain, okay, that's the buzzwords of the day nowadays, but back then it was blog. it was blog. And then in between those two was vlog, so it's kind of interesting. But yeah, MySpace, I think if I was on the internet at the time, I would have had a lot of fun with it. It was kind of like, you could talk to people, you could look at things, you could just have fun, you know? It sounds like it would have been a pretty fun time. I don't have an account, and I will never probably, so that's the way it goes. But yeah, from there, shortly after, all these other sites were created. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and those ones stuck because they actually got things right. Even though some of them did start out with inspiration from the other platforms, like YouTube, dating site. Facebook, amihotornot.com, pretty much the same premise. So it is cool to see that they sort of took ideas and remixed them and then became something else from that. So the internet really hasn't changed much since social media came about because social media is still really young. Like, it's so recent when you think about it. It's really recent. Like, if you have older relatives in your family, there was a time where they never had social media. And that's just insane to me because it's always been a thing, right? But I don't know. It's kind of cool, kind of weird. So if you like kind of cool, kind of weird videos, click subscribe. Click subscribe or I'll get you with this dry erase marker that doesn't work anymore because it was left with that cap off. Anyway, click subscribe. Thank you for watching. And of course, fly on.